Hey, it is me, your girl Denise. Okay. Hey guys, thank you so much for coming in on my YouTube channel. Before I get started, I wanted to say thank you all for your amazing support. Thank you so much for your likes. I thank you guys for subscribing, and I am so thankful for your comments. If you have not commented, please do so. Come and talk to a girl, chit chat. Let's hang out, right? And I would love to hear from you, hear what you have to say, your thoughts and whatnot. And if you want to share anything, your story, it's more than welcome. So today, I want to talk about promoting self-worth. And this subject is really important to me because of the things that I have experienced by not protecting my worth, right? Settling in relationships and allowing those relationships at times to drift me spiritually. Um, and I've learned, to be intentional and having a prevention focused mind, about having self-worth. And the thing that the scripture that reminds me of this is in Romans 12:2, where it says, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So we don't, not to copycat what the world is doing, and allowing God to transform me, to transform the way I think, my thinking process, and how I see things. Sometimes, of course, we, see things like, for instance, you may be sick in your body, you may be hurting, that is the fact. But the truth is, we know that God is a healer. And that he is a doctor that has never lost a patient, right? So, but this here subject, I just want to be able to help those, it was helping me for unnecessary heartache and pain, and to walk in your freedom, walk in peace, and purpose that God has for you. So I just have just a couple notes that I wanted to share that I, as I was thinking about this in my own life is, self-worth. I didn't know how to love myself. I really didn't have great examples as a young girl coming up in my home about, love. Love was not something that was spoken out, nor was it shown. And I didn't see any type of examples in relationships between a man and a woman in a loving relationship. It's unfortunate. Of course, my mom raised me. My mom and my dad split up when I was a very young child, maybe about 5 or 6 years old, something like that. And my mom had relationships, but they were not very good relationships and not very good examples. So I didn't see what it was like to be loved the right way from a man. I didn't see that. So most of my teachings that I got as far as relationship was, in church as I was young, and I went to church on my own. And so, just thank God. And I did go through some things later, in relationships, from not seeing and not being taught from a man, from a father, how to know the red flags of a man, and how, how to appreciate you, how you should, look for a man, this is not how you treat me, so you got to go. So, anyway, so I just wanted to share that self-worth is reclaiming your value after being devalued. How do a person devalue you? by telling you, if you're a man, a woman telling you, you need to man up, you need to be a man. That's you're nothing. Without me, you won't have this and you won't have that, and you should be lucky to have somebody like me. Like you're lower than they are, like you're under their feet. So your self-worth, to reclaim that value that someone has just pushed you down and made you feel worthless. Um, it's knowing that your worth never depends on how others treat you, but on the truth of who you are. And this is something, things I had to learn as I went through a relationship and marriage, that I lost myself. I lost myself in the relationship. I lost myself in the marriage, where I didn't know who I was. I didn't even know what I liked, because I just conformed, just like the scripture said, be not conformed to this world. So I started conforming myself to that individual. Started, he didn't like this to eat, so I wouldn't eat. If he didn't want to go, so I started conforming myself because I didn't know how to value myself. I didn't know how to love Denise. So I was, following, and of course, as in the marriage, you want your husband to lead and he the follower. But if he's not leading you in the right direction, the right way, it can be a hard, terrible fall. Also, self-worth is the eternal declaration to get your voice back. Your time is valuable. Your feelings and presence matter. So when it says you're getting your voice back, that's one of the things that I did lose in the relationship, in the marriage. I lost my voice. I'm not talking about voice. I'm talking about to be able to speak out, to be able to feel like I was important, what I was saying was important, be able to express myself. I lost that. I lost being able to speak up and to protect myself, to protect my heart. If there was something that I felt disrespectful of, was being disrespected, or I didn't appreciate the way I was being talked, I was being handled, I suppressed that because I was too afraid to say anything, because I felt like, like I said, I'm the best thing that happened to you since sliced cheese. So I'm like, I didn't want to lose that. So I felt like I couldn't say what I wanted to say because I was already devalued. I was already pushed back down. So me having a voice was not a thing. So when I had to reclaim my voice, to get my voice back, what helped me, I went to counseling. I learned how to journal, write down what I'm feeling, even if it's just a couple of lines, or my anger, express myself. I began to write those things down so that I could start learning to express myself and speak out and speak up for me. Self-worth is also choosing peace over people pleasing. Strength to walk away from what harms you, me, even if it once felt familiar or comfortable. I'm sure you can relate to that. We all can relate to that, where you stay in a situation because it's familiar, it's comfortable. It's not good. What I'm saying, when it's familiar and comfortable, meaning that it's familiar, that person, what they're gonna say, what they're gonna do, you know how they're gonna react on something. So you don't want to move out of that and do something different or start all over, because you just like, feel like I'm used to this. I already know what's gonna be and then you get comfortable. You get comfortable maybe in that lifestyle. Maybe he or she is providing the financial stability. You're able to go and do things that you beforehand, when you were single, was not able to do, or just your comfortability, your home. You may came from a 1-bedroom apartment and you in a 4-bedroom house, whatever. I'm just saying that sometimes we don't want to walk away because we get too comfortable. We get too comfortable for that lifestyle. And we sacrificing our peace for that. And so then the people pleasing, you want to, please people. So worried about, worried about what other people think, how people feel. And before I be concerned about my own feelings, I'm concerned about, if I say this, or if I say I don't like this, or I don't want to do that, then it's going to hurt their feelings. But my feelings is hurt, but I'm trying to please everybody, and while you're trying to please everybody, you over here, this person like blue, and then this on you, and this person, and then this one, I like purple, and you everywhere. You don't even know what to do. You're going out your mind because you trying to do for everybody, trying to please everybody, and you're wearing and tearing yourself down. Stop. It took me a long time to do that, and I'm still in the working process of not being a people pleaser. And to, walking away, no, it is not an easy thing to walk away, especially when you build in a relationship. You put your time, your energy, your money, or and I'm not money just money come and go with all that, but you put your time, your energy. You may have become building relationships with that person's children or family, and you built this safe place, this home, and it's hard because you have put so much into it, and you sacrifice, and it's hard to just get up and just walk away out of that. I'm not saying that you have to walk away from the relationships that you built while you was in that relationship, that marriage, or that dating relationship, whatever. Not saying you have to tear apart those relationships. Those are relationships that you intentionally built, has nothing to do, or should not have nothing to do with the person you was with. So I'm not saying to walk away from them, but it's hard to walk away from what you build as a whole. Also, self-worth is a power to say no without feeling guilty. Say yes to what aligns with your healing and growth. So it's okay to say no. Sometimes, people, they know, sometimes you could be too passive, right? You be too passive, too much of a yes girl, too much of a yes man. And you just, every time they want you to do this, they want you to do that, I got to do this. Because if I don't do that, if I don't go over here and do this, or they're going to think this about me, or they're going to say this, they're going to say I'm not a good person, they're going to say I'm not a loving person, and they're going to say that I'm selfish, they're going to say because I'm saying no, I don't want to do that, I don't want to go there, no. And you feel, then they make you feel guilty because like, well, no, I really don't. Oh, so what? So you don't want to, I bought you this and I gave you this. And, so see, that's what I mean. That's why I'm saying why I don't want to be with you, because see, that's what I'm saying. So I'm making you feel guilty because you said no. So no, your self-worth is say no without feeling guilty. Your time is valuable too. If you they say, I need you to come over here. I need you. Okay, look, I'll be over there by 7:30. No, I need you at 5:00. I need you. No, I get up. I'm going to take me a nap, and I'll be there at 7:30. Say no. Then you won't have to be trying to work, worrying about what people, if they think you ain't, forget it. You then forget it. Bye. Then I won't be there because my time is valuable. So don't feel guilty when you say no. Love you, because showing up, that goes on both sides. But I'm just saying, so don't, you need to be healing. And if it don't align with your healing, and it's heartbreaking, and you're not growing in your growth, and you trying to go, like, you're trying to do things, you're trying to elevate yourself, and that person just seems like every time you just want to push you, bring you down, that person isn't right for your life. They're not aligning with your life. And also, my last thing is boundaries. Um, Creating boundaries, lines that you draw not out of bitterness, but out of love for yourself. You will no longer be mishandled. So when you create boundaries for yourself, sometimes people feel, oh, because you saying no, no, I'm not, you know, I don't accept that. I'm not going to accept, you making appointments or dates with me, or saying that, you want to spend time with me. And then every time you know, something happen, or you don't show up on time, you hours late, or your boundaries is that they keep hurting you. They keep saying that, oh, I'm sorry. So sorry is a word. Not saying that not to say sorry, man, not to accept their apology. But when the thing is that they keep doing the same thing over and over and hurting you, they're not learning. That's intentional. So you can create them boundaries, them lines, and saying, no, this is as far as you can come with me, because I will no longer allow you to keep hurting me, disappointing me. And then, bringing out your triggers because of what happened in the past in your relationship, and you want to rebuild. But every time they come back with this same behavior, and that triggering you, no, you don't. There's a boundary. You don't have to deal with that. And then you just, without feeling bitter and angry, because it does, when you're going through that process, you can feel bitter, you get be angry, you want to be vengeful, is just all of that, so much that you have to come out of you so you can grow, and so that you can love them from a distance, way over there. You know what I'm saying? So some people, just because you love and forgive, that don't mean that they are still supposed to be a part of your life. So that's what I want to say. And you don't need to be mishandled. You deserve better than that. Love yourself and know what you deserve. So I hope this was helpful, and hopefully I come back with some other things to help you guys and to help me. So you guys have a good day. I love you. Bye.